Welcome to Football with Cheez. This is a segment I'm going to start doing every week. Thought I was going to do it Wednesday. Got a little busy yesterday, so it's doing it Thursday. Thursdays with Cheez. It was going to be Wednesdays with Cheez. I don't know, going forward. Would it be Wednesday, Thursday, or I just change it depending on time? Just go over various topics around the NFL rather than make 3 or 4 minute videos about a bunch of stuff. What I'll probably do is just talk for 20 minutes and then cut about half of it out, make a 10-minute video. And we'll remind you that I co-host a podcast started by my buddy Mike. It's called the Sports Truth Podcast every Tuesday night, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. 8 Central, 7 Mountain Time. Make sure we get all the time zones in case you can't do the math to track the hour. Some of you can. But I digress. Sports Truth Podcast every Tuesday night. We talk a lot of NFL and baseball. We always do an NFL segment, a baseball segment, and usually a college football segment as well. That's usually the show. A lot of podcasts don't even talk about college football. We are both college football fans. Mike is a big baseball fan. He knows more about baseball than me. I'm a big football fan. I know more about football than him. So it's a really good balance on it. And Mike also does Locked On Diamondbacks. If you know the Locked On channel, some of those are just huge. He's growing the Diamondbacks one. He is the host. He does 5 videos a week. So I'm going to link that in the description as well. If you're an Arizona Cardinals fan or just Arizona sports fan, make sure you check it out. I know more about Diamondbacks than I ever thought I'd know, just watching one of his videos. So today I want to talk about just various things. Talk about the AFC West, but first, subscribe if you haven't, and hit that bell so you never miss one of my videos. Anything crazy happens, I will go live. The Raiders had a really good draft. I had them as the second best draft. If you watch that video, I'll link that. My favorite drafts. If you have not checked it out, we'll link it here in this box at the end. In this box, we'll see. I haven't decided yet. But they had a really amazing draft. And they're the worst team in the division, though. Hands down. The other 3 teams made the playoffs. They're better, but they still, in my opinion, are way behind the other 3 teams. So, coffee. Got my Spidey mug. So, I like the Raiders. I like their draft. They're trending in the right direction. But their cornerback room is horrific. I thought the Dolphins had the worst cornerback room. It's going to be a fight on whose pass defense is worse. They both have good pass rushes, both the Dolphins and Raiders. They're going to need it. But if Eric Stokes, former Green Bay Packer, is projected to be a starting corner, that's bad. He is a terrible player and has trouble staying healthy. And I'm just looking at these names. You don't even want to hear them. Darnay Holmes, Greedy Vance, John Humphrey. It's bad. And they do have Darian Porter in the 3rd round. They drafted at Iowa State. Only 7 career starts. So talented. And he's looked good. He's probably their best corner. He's never played a snap. But he's still a project. He's going to have games where he gets beat. But he's got size, athleticism, speed. He's got all the tools. He's probably going to have to start. But if Eric Stokes is one of your starters, he's going to get picked on. It's really bad. Let me see what the Dolphins have. I've done this in another video. Sorry, I'm not trying to pick on the Dolphins, who I do not think are going to be very good this year. Storm Duck. Storm Duck is a starting corner. Projected. For the Dolphins, Jack Jones, Kendall Sheffield. Oh my God. Cam Smith. Wait, did they sign Mike Hilton? Okay. At least they have Mike Hilton. He's a veteran. He's not bad. But back to the AFC West. So the Raiders, they're trending in the right direction. They've upgraded quarterback Geno Smith, Ashton Gianti. I want to talk about him. Running back. By the way, on the podcast next week, we're going to do the top 10 candidates for Rookie of the Year. Mike and I will count it down 10-1, who we think will be Rookie of the Year. Ashton Gianti will be on both our lists, obviously. Where he'd be, you'll have to tune in to find out. Tuesdays, 9 Eastern. But Ashton Gianti, I just don't know if he's going to be this amazing player. He is so good. He's so talented. I had him the best player in the draft. I wouldn't have taken him number one, but I had him as the best player in the draft. He can do everything well. Everything. There's not really a weakness in his game. And I just don't love the Raiders' run blocking. Their offensive line is not a good run blocking group. 2 years ago, Josh Jacobs, who was a stud last year, was just voted by the players as the 33rd best player in the NFL. He averaged under 4 yards a carry. Now, the offensive line's better than it was then, but it's still not great. And it's not very good at run blocking. So I don't know how good he'll be, at least at first. They've got to do better at the offensive line. And they have Brock Bowers. They have some really good young players. Dante Thornton Jr., 4th-round pick, looks like a starter. Real good size, speed guy from Tennessee. Kind of raw, but he's done really well. Let's quickly talk about the Chargers. They lost Rashawn Slater for the season to left tackle. I wouldn't say he's a top 2 or 3 left tackle, but I think he's top 5. He's that good. Moving Joe Alt, the rookie from last year, who played great. Moving him from right tackle to left tackle. But having Trey Pipkins on your line and Rashawn Slater off the line, that's a big downgrade. So the Chargers have a good team. They have some really good players. Lad McConkey was amazing last year. Joe Alt, boy, they had a good draft. You have Justin Herbert. You drafted Marion Hampton. Najee Harris, you got really good running backs. Brought back Keenan Allen. We'll see if he has anything left. Trey Harris, another good draft pick this past year. 2nd-round pick. Keandre Lambert-Smith looks like a 5th-round steal. They have pieces, but they have some weaknesses, and that's corner, defensive tackle, and maybe offensive line. So I think Denver's the 2nd-best team in the division right now. Closer to the Chiefs than the Chargers, but we'll talk more about that in our season preview. 2 weeks from Tuesday, NFL season preview on the Sports Truth Podcast. A week from Tuesday, we're going to do college football preview, so make sure you check that out. But the Green Bay Packers running out of receivers. Everyone but rookie Matthew Golden is injured. By the way, I write articles for PackersTalk.com. I am a Green Bay Packer fan. So I will link that in the description of my articles. Every Monday, one is published. And this week, I'm going to talk about how would you draft Green Bay Packer fantasy players, because ever since Rodgers and Devontae Adams were traded, it's been real difficult to figure out what to do, especially in the receiving game. I think it's a little easier this year, but I'm going to write a whole article about it. So make sure you check that out. It'll be released Monday morning. Like I said, links in the description to all my articles. So all the receivers are hurt, basically, except for Matthew Golden. Rookie 3rd-round pick Savion Williams can't get on the field. So they signed Isaiah Nair. I believe that's how you pronounce it. He was an undrafted free agent at Nebraska, signed by the 49ers, actually. And we mentioned Dante Thornton Jr. was a 4th-round pick of the Raiders. Just like Nair. Really tall, really big, really fast. But Nair, for some reason, wasn't drafted. I thought he would be. I could have seen him go in the 5th round. So he signs with the 49ers. I was like, wow, that's a really good signing. Somehow they released him August 4th. This happens. Sometimes you release a guy because you have an injury somewhere else. You know, like Green Bay Packers have had a lot of running back and receiver injuries, so they've had to sign more to their team. Whatever reason, 49ers released him. He's been really good in camp for the Packers. I don't think he'll make the team, but he's got a shot to maybe be the 6th receiver, but you can see the talent. 4.40 speed. He's 6'4" and a quarter, 218. Long arms. There's something to work with. And we'll see. He's probably going to play a lot in this preseason game this weekend because just about all the receivers are hurt. Jaden Reed's in a walking boot. Love that. Jordan Love hurt his thumb. Don't play him anymore in the preseason. Non-throwing thumb, thank God. But I wonder if the 49ers will regret releasing him. I'll have to look into that. On Thursdays with Cheez, I don't do any notes. I just kind of look at some trends in the NFL. Let's talk Commanders. You still haven't paid Terry McLaurin. It says here they don't want to pay him based on past performance. He's 29. He's about to be 30. Dude had an amazing year. Over 1,000 yards, 13 touchdowns. He is your best offensive weapon besides Jaden Daniels. By far. The Bills just paid James Cook. He's their best offensive weapon besides Josh Allen. Smart. 4 years, $48 million. Probably a little bargain, because that's what Aaron Jones got like 4 or 5 years ago from Green Bay. It's what Josh Jacobs got a year and a half ago from Green Bay. Maybe he got more guaranteed money. Not sure. But you have to keep Terry McLaurin happy. You have to get him on the field. Maybe the Cortland Sutton contract, he took a team-friendly discount. Maybe that's messed things up. But I just don't understand what the Commanders are doing. You're basically saying that you don't think he's ever going to be that good again, even though he's 30. Analytics will tell you once a receiver's 31, they start dropping off. Remember, Jordy Nelson was so good for Green Bay. He fell off a cliff. It does happen. But you have to keep Terry McLaurin. You don't have another playmaker. And don't say Deebo Samuel in the comments. That dude is, one sandwich away from being fat. I've made many videos about it. I don't want to talk about it anymore. If you watch the Sports Truth podcast from Tuesday, a couple days ago, about the 36-minute mark, something like that, me and Mike start talking about Cameron Heyward of the Steelers. So I go in more into depth there, so make sure you watch that. Like I said, I think around the 36-minute mark. So you can skip to that if you just want to watch that segment, Steeler fans. But Cameron Heyward is threatening to hold out into the regular season if he doesn't get a raise. He signed a 2-year, $29 million extension last year. All of a sudden, I deserve more money because I had a great season. He did have a great season. He might make the Hall of Fame. He's had that good a career. And he's been one of the most beloved Steelers for years. He's been in the league now, 13, 14 years? But this is so stupid. It's going to piss off fans. It's going to hurt your legacy. And the Steelers cannot give you another extension 1 year after doing it, because then every player that they extend is going to say, well, you gave Cameron Heyward more money after a year. Give me that. The agents of the players should ask for that if that's how the Steelers run their business. I think it's ridiculous. And he called out Aaron Rodgers for not being there in the offseason, not in training camp now. He's sitting in. He's not practicing and threatening to hold out games. And he was calling out Aaron Rodgers. What a hypocrite. I'm disgusted by him. Disgusted by Cameron Heyward. Steelers fans, you should be as well. Unbelievable. Totally ruins his legacy. I think that's about it. Anything else going on? I'm just going to check. Oh, God. Ian Rappaport tweets about Taylor Swift. Absolutely ridiculous. So, yeah, I think that's about it. If you have not subscribed, make sure you do so. Hit the bell. You know how it works. Like this video. Likes help so much. Yep, the button looks like this, in case you didn't know what the like meant. Share this with anyone who loves football. Share the podcast. Share my articles so we can grow the channel. Football with Cheez. Long term, I want to do this full time, so I don't have to work for the man. So any support helps. Any topic I talked about, make sure you comment down below. I try to respond to all the comments, especially now before the channel really gets big, and it'll be much harder. So, all right. Like I said, in this box, check out my thoughts on the draft. I tell you what, in this video, I've been kind of grumpy lately. This Cameron Heyward, Terry McLaurin, even the Micah Parsons thing, that's just making me grumpy. So in this box, I'm going to do a more positive video. If you haven't seen it, it goes over Travis Hunter, Taylor McMillan, Emeka Egbuka, and Matthew Golden, the 4 first-round pick receivers, and why I think they were really good picks and really good fits for all those teams. So make sure you check out, because it's much more positive. I don't like being grumpy, but I get grumpy sometimes. So anyway, check that out, and we got a lot more preseason games over the weekend. Like I said, podcast every Tuesday night. Check out my articles, and I'll see you in the next video.